We are breaking into programming now for some breaking news. Authorities are expected to provide an update right now on the raging wildfire in New Jersey. They have just gotten there to the podium. This is at the Jones Road wildfires. Exploded to over 11,500 acres after igniting yesterday near Toms River. It's 30% contained, threatening more than 20 structures. Acting New Jersey Governor Tahisha Way has declared a state of emergency in Ocean County today, which is freeing up resources to battle that blaze. And right now we are standing by as officials give us an update in Chatsworth, Burlington County. Let's listen in.
Curatello, he is the mayor of Lacey Township. Peter, P-E-T-E-R, and then his last name is C-U-R-A-T-O-L-O. And then finally we're going to hear from Chris Honig, Chris, C-H-R-I-S, Honig, H-O-E-N-I-G, and he is a spokesperson for JCP&L. There's a lot of you here today, so after our brief speaking program, we will do questions. We're going to keep it orderly. We're going to start on my left and move this way. Without further ado, Commissioner LaTourette.
Well, good morning, everyone, and I'm glad that I can say that it is, in fact, a good morning. And the reason that I can say that is because thanks to the incredible, heroic work of the good men and women of our New Jersey Forest Fire Service, folks' homes and lives have been saved, and we've truly averted a major disaster. Now, this wildfire is not under full and complete control. We still have a lot of work to do to achieve complete containment of the wildfire. But there were 1,300 homes threatened in the immediate, I'm sorry, I'm going to let folks turn off their phones if they wouldn't mind. There were 1,300 homes that were threatened during the course of fighting this fire. And our Forest Fire Service was successful thanks to the partnerships that we have with the mayor of Lacey Township and the county and the New Jersey State OEM and state police and our first responders all working together to protect our neighbors throughout this area. And again, there's a lot of work to do right now. The wildfire stands at about 11,500 acres and 30% containment. We fully expect that number will grow, that we will see ultimately, when all is said and done, a greater number of acreage affected. And this could very well end up being the largest wildfire in New Jersey in 20 years. As many folks here know, we've been under continuing dry conditions, particularly in the southern part of the state, and those dry conditions have very much influenced this fire. The cause of the fire itself remains under investigation. Thankfully, no residential structures were lost. We did lose one commercial structure. Some outbuildings were also affected and several vehicles as well. And around 5,000 residents were under either mandatory or voluntary evacuations. And those evacuation orders have been lifted, again, thanks to the great work of all of the first responders involved. I just got off the phone with our acting governor, Tahisha Way, and have throughout this event been in contact with Governor Murphy as well, who extend their thanks to all of the first responders who have battled this fire, and to the New Jersey Forest Fire Service in particular. We are lucky in the state of New Jersey to have our own state forest fire service, and they are heroes. With that, I'm going to turn it over to the Chief of the Forest Fire Service, Bill Donnelly.
Good morning. I believe the commissioners hit on most of the relevant stuff here. We'll see what kind of questions you have. But everyone knows that we were coming off a really busy fall. We got to see you guys quite a bit back in October and November. And other than that little holiday break we had there, our folks have been in it non-stop. This time last year, we were at 310 wildfires for a total of 315 acres burned. This year, for this same period, we're at 662 wildfires with 16,572 acres burned. Just an update on the fire we had down in Vineland, Cumberland County over the weekend. That fire stands at 1,327 acres and is still 80% contained. I too would just like to thank our first responders, our partners. Like you mentioned, we had some folks from DOT, State Police OEM, the local PDs, and at that point there, I'm going to turn it over to Trevor. Trevor's going to tell you what the plan is going forward.
Thank you, Bill, and good morning, everybody. So the Jones Road wildfire started yesterday morning. It was detected by Cedar Bridge Fire Tower, the fire observer in Cedar Bridge Fire Tower. When he climbed the tower that morning, he saw the wildfire and reported it at approximately 9:45 yesterday morning. We dispatched resources right off the bat. They arrived on location. The wildfire was about 10 to 20 acres upon arrival, and we had resources there quickly. We dispatched aircraft, and even with a big show of force to contain this fire, it still grew to be a large wildfire. So our initial attack efforts failed because of extreme fire behavior, dry, droughty fuels, spring fire season, windy, low RH, which is relative humidity. So we had difficulty containing it to our initial box where we tried to keep it in to prevent it from spreading. That initial box failed. We went to bigger, more substantial roads. That failed. We eventually went to the Garden State Parkway. It grew out of our reach there and eventually burned to Route 9 and became the fire that we see it is today. So a lot of hard work, a lot of aircraft, a lot of moving parts, a lot of fire trucks out there, and these relationships and these cooperative agencies that we rely on so much. So they're really important to us. Police departments, fire departments, DOT, any OEMs, they're just super critical in this team effort to contain these fires. So excellent job by all yesterday. We're still at it today. You can see the smoke behind us. We aren't out of the woods yet. We feel good about this, but we're still working toward it. Going forward, what's our plan? So our plan is to get people back home, get roads reopened, and knock that smoke down. So we're going to do that through mop-up and patrol. We've got approximately 100 firefighters on the fire line today, and they're out there working really hard, squirting out water along the parkway so there's no smoke on that morning commute or evening commute. They're putting out stumps and logs around homes so that there's no smoke and they can open their windows and their homes are safe and they feel safe. We understand the evacuations were very disruptive. We'd like to thank the public for being understanding and patient with us. So thank you to the public. We're going to continue to knock back the smoke, reopen the roads, reduce the traffic. We're continuing damage assessments as we speak. The utility companies are getting back in there. We're working with them to re-energize power lines. All the evacuations have been lifted, and there only remains Route 532, which is Wells Mills Road, closed, and Bryant Road, which is a local forest road, is currently closed. Thank you. Mayor?
All right, and we've been listening into the news conference that is happening right now with the New Jersey Forest Fire Service out there in Burlington Township on that fire that has been burning out of control. In Ocean County, it is 30% contained, 11,000 acres burned. Of course, we're going to have more details for you coming up on Action News at noon in about 45 minutes. But for now, we're going to send you back over to The View.